Good morning, manatees. Miss Edwards, your school counselor here. Today is Friday, April the 17th, 2020. Please join me in saying the United States and Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. And now for a brief moment of silence. So I know you guys are getting ready for the weekend, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Real quick, Miss Edwards wanted to talk about setting some intentions, your daily intentions, the things that you want to accomplish for the day. And how you would do that is you would think about what you want to accomplish for the day. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? And then you want to picture what that looks like in action. And then once you've done all that, I want you guys to set your intentions and get those things done for the day. They could be academic intentions, they could be emotional intentions, they could be physical intentions. But the one thing that I have been really interested in is building my relationships with some older family members. You'd be surprised the stories that your grandparents, your uncles, your older siblings have to tell about your family history. So you might want to consider setting that as one of your intentions this weekend, is to build on those relationships with your older family members. Plus, it also gives them something to kind of do while they're in quarantine. So, next up we have Ms. Deal, and I think she's doing a sim activity in relation to Jack and the Beanstalk. And for your Science Saturday, we have Miss Batten, and she's going to be talking about the life cycle of a butterfly. I hope that everyone has a fantastic Friday.
Hi, manatees. Today we will focus on building. We are going to build a beanstalk based on the book Jack and the Beanstalk. I encourage you guys to use Mayan, Epic Books, or YouTube to read Jack and the Beanstalk. We're going to be talking about two different things, structure and function. What we're going to define what structure and function is, and we're going to go through the engineering design process to build our beanstalk. I'm going to go through some slides to help you as you work on this at home. I hope that you guys have fun with this. And if you have any questions, as always, you can reach me on Microsoft Teams. And I want you guys to share your beanstalks with me if you build them by taking a picture, emailing it to me, or sharing it in Microsoft Teams through the chat. All right, guys. So the two words that I mentioned we will be discussing is structure and function. Structure describes the shape, the size, and the materials used and how different parts work together. Function is what is the structure supposed to do, or what is its job? What is its intended purpose? So I have two pictures here, some scissors and crayons. Think about scissors. Think about the size of the scissors. Think about what the scissors are made of, the metal blades, the plastic handles. But what is the function? What is it supposed to do? The scissors are used to cut materials. Same with crayons. You would think about what a crayon's made of, about the paper wrapped around it. But then the function, what is the purpose of the crayons? The purpose of the crayons could be several different things. So a function an item can have multiple functions. So this crayon can be used to draw, write, color. As I said, this is a video of Jack and the Beanstalk that you could watch, or you guys could use your Mayan or Epic Books, or you can find another video on YouTube to read the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. So, as you guys are reading Jack and the Beanstalk, I want you to think about a few things. Think about those two words we just discussed, structure and function. I want you guys to think about what is the function or purpose of Jack's Beanstalk. And then I want you to think about the structure. How does the structure of Jack's beanstalk work for the intended function? Now we're going to get into our engineering design process. Now this is the first step, ask. So ask is what are you trying to do? What are you supposed to be doing? What are you building? So you're going to build the tallest freestanding structure. That will be your beanstalk. You can use tin pipe cleaners or any materials that you have at home. Your structure must be freestanding, meaning that it does not have anything holding it up, and it could be as tall as you make it. Our next step is explore. Another word for explore could be imagine. Explore ideas for your beanstalk with someone at home. Draw your ideas for your beanstalk using pencils or crayons. So always draw your ideas out before you start building. You want to start building with a plan. Next is our model. Another word for model could be create. And you will build your beanstalk using the materials that you chose. Normally, I will give you guys about 15 minutes. However, this timer isn't a strict 15-minute timer. Use however much time you need to build your beanstalk. I would suggest don't go over 30 minutes. Try to challenge yourself to do it in less than 30 minutes. Next is evaluate. You're going to use a ruler if you have a ruler, or if not, use something at home to measure the height of your beanstalk. You can use a ruler, building blocks. If you want to say use spoons and count them up, and say your beanstalk is the height of 3 spoons. However, you can make it work, make it work. And just don't forget that your beanstalk should stand on its own without any support. My last step is explain. Another term for explain could be to improve. So then you will think about what did you do while you were building? How did you use your materials? What did you learn about them? If you could do this again, what would you do? Or what would you tweak? What did you learn about the base of your structure? So remember, when you're building something that's tall, the bottom should be wide or very strong to hold up the height of your structure. And finally, did your final model look like your sketch, and why or why not? And these are all questions that you don't have to write the answer to them. You can just have a discussion with someone at home as you reflect on your beanstalk. And now, if we would have been in class, you would have looked at other different beanstalk designs. So if you have someone at home, you guys can all build your own beanstalk and look at the other designs and talk about what would you do differently if you could start over again. And what other materials do you think would be useful in building a freestanding structure? And then you can send me a message, or you can just tell someone at home, why do you think those materials would be useful?